Okay, fans, welcome to Light FS Trading Academy. Today we are going to be dealing on Quasimodo. Quasimodo is one of a sector that is profitable on the financial market. So this course is from beginner to master class. So make sure you follow the part one, part two, and part three so that you can get the full course and trade it and make money for yourself. So Light FS Trading Academy, we offer mentorship, we offer signal, and we offer courses on forex trading. So guys, if you want to be a part of our academy, click on the link below to join my Telegram channel. From there, you can contact me. Also, follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, and Facebook. So let's begin, guys. So introduction to Quasimodo. Based on what he said here, guys, see, Quasimodo means QMN. So it's the first and foremost setup to learn and a must know for every supply and demand traders, which is S&D. S&D means supply and demand traders. This setup entails related setup in supply and demand method. So let's begin, guys. So this is the first. So the first question is that is a Quasimodo head and shoulder. So that is the question we are asking because many people mistakenly a Quasimodo with head and shoulder. So a Quasimodo is not head and shoulder. You see, Quasimodo has a shape of head and shoulder alike, but it's not head and shoulder. Totally, it's different setup altogether. So it's different setup altogether. And also, you see, this is the difference between a Quasimodo and head and shoulder. As you can see here, we have this is a QMA, this is a head and shoulder, as you can see. This is the head and shoulder pattern. We have the left shoulder, we have the right shoulder, and we have the head here. This is generally. So you see, the left shoulder mitigates the left shoulder is mitigated by the right shoulder. So that means that both the left shoulder and the right shoulder are almost equal. So, but in a QMA, this is a QMA. This one here is a QMA. A QMA here, in the other hand, is a QMA. So a QMA here is different from uh, head and shoulder. You see, this is a left shoulder of a QMA. This is a right shoulder of a QMA. And we have what we call MPL. MPL. And we also have resistance and support flips. So RSI flip is also there. So a QMA is different from a Quasimodo. It's different from a head and shoulder pattern. So that is one thing you must understand. So at this course you begin to understand the differences once we go to the live chart. So I'm giving the theory of how people look at Quasimodo. So it's not head and shoulder. Quasimodo is different from head and shoulder. So let's go. So for anyone to trade Quasimodo successfully, and for you to have a good risk reward ratio in trading Quasimodo, all these parameters, all these uh, courses must be contained in the strategy of Quasimodo. For example, say Quasimodo attorney, meaning that what you must see before you trade Quasimodo. So for you to trade Quasimodo, first of all, we want to see a high, we want to see a high, we want to see a low, we want to see a higher high, we want to see MPL, we want to see a lower low. I want to see support and resistance flip, which is RSI flip. We want to see fail to return, which is FTRO and fake out. So all these things must be complete before you can trade a QMA. All these things must be complete. That is why this first part of the video is containing the RS is containing only the Quasimodo teaching. While the second part is going to talk about the RSI flip. The third part is going to talk about fail to return. The fourth part is going to talk about fake out. Then the fifth part is going to be live examples. You are going to watch the live examples of QMA, the live examples of QMA. So that one will be the last video of this course, So guys, so for you to trade a QMA, you all this setup, all this thing must be fun in it. If they are not fun in it, you can't have a winning, you can't have a winning strategy. So forex is not a game, it's not gambling. Yes, it's a game of probability. And as a game of probability, before you can do anything, you must have a rules and regulation that guide you to take this trade. Why am I taking this trade? Why do I want to take this trade? It's a question you must ask yourself, so that when you are taking the trade, you are not just taking the trade for fun. You are taking it to make money for yourself. So this is the things that you must look out for when trading Quasimodo. So then this is the sales setup of a Quasimodo. Just like I said just now, based on what I said just now, you see, a Quasimodo have all the complete setup. As you can see this setup, you can see this setup. This is just a diagrammatical setup of it. So if you are looking for this diagram and you want to kind of snap it or edit the diagram is in my is in my Instagram, my Facebook page, and my Twitter. So when you're looking for it, just go there, you can download it from there and print it out so that when you put it in your house, you can be looking at it and be looking at your chart. Once you get the setup complete, you trade it. So guys, you see, a Quasimodo has a low, it has a high, it has a higher high, you see, it has support and resistance, it has a fake out, he has a fake out. These are fake out, fail to return. Then this one, he has a fail to return. They say fail to return here. Yes, fail to return. Fail to return here. I will show you this thing when we go to the live example. There's fail to return here. So we have fail to return, and we have MPL in this place. So this is where the sell zone is. So guys, this is just an example of this is a real life chart of a Quasimodo. So these all the things we'll be looking at to trade this setup. If all these things are complete, good and fine. You will trade Quasimodo successfully. Trade it successfully. So the formation of a Quasimodo. How is this Quasimodo? How is it formed? How does it form in the market? In the case you are looking for it, you see, if you know how to trade market structure, for example, market structure. Say market structure, all strategies are is a bet of market structure. If you talk about all the patterns everybody is trading, whether Wyckoff, whether support and resistance, whether supply and demand, whether support and resistance, whether anything you are trading is inside the market structure. So, but when you study the market structure, you know that market structure is not moved by price, it's moved by the orders in it. So that is why if you check one of my courses in my mentorship, we call it order action. Order action. So guys, the formation of a QMA. So a QMA, we have first of all, you are going to locate the low in your chart, then the high and the higher high. That is the first thing you should look out for in your chart. Then another one is that you are going to look out for a lower low, a lower low. When you see a higher high, you see a lower low. Remember, this lower low must break this low. It must break this low. Yes, it must. It must break this low. Lower than this, it must break it. So once you break it, once you break this lower low, good and fine. So you look for your MPL zone to trade your Quasimodo setup. So guys, let's go. So this is how you look for a Quasimodo on the ray chart. So follow the diagrams here. All these diagrams are in my Instagram or Twitter. You can get to my Facebook page there. So this is an example of what I'm saying. Are you seeing? This is a typical example of the formation of a Quasimodo. You see, we have a high here, we have a low, then we have a high, we have a low here, we have a high, and we have a higher high. Then after a complete setup of Quasimodo, we have a high, we have a low, then we have a higher high. Are you seeing it? We have a higher high. Then boom, we break it down, we have a lower low. This is a complete QMA. Then, although it's a complete QMA, there are things that is still missing here, like the support and resistance flip, the fake out, the fail to return, all these things, we have to look out for it. we have to look at it. As you can see, this is what I'm trying to show you. The first formation of a QMA. This is a QMA formation. Before other things now come into it to make it standard and suitable for making money in the market. So this is all you are looking at. This is a complete QMA setup. So guys, let's go. We have what to look for in the QMA. Yes, what to look for in the QMA. For you to trade the QMA, they what we call MPL. MPL means the point, the maximum point level, as in the point you are looking at for is a point, is a maximum point, the level where you are to sell the QMA. Once you fail to it, once you see the fake out, that point is called the MPL. Let me show you what I mean. If you go to this chart you are looking at, you see the MPL is here. This is the MPL. So this MPL is where you are to sell the market. You have to set the market. It's a kind of a two-car liquidity. If you understand liquidity pattern and structure, you know that this MPL is a kind of two-car liquidity and growth structure, and it fail to return to this candle that took out that liquidity, something like that. But it's not it. So it's a different setup entirely. So that is how this is. So you must train your eye to always find the MPL zone. So if you don't see the MPL zone, please don't trade the Quasimodo setup, because most of all these things I will not be talking about. The maximum pain level. Yes, that's what I said before. Maximum point level or pain level. So that is what that point is. It's a maximum pain level. So when you understand these points as a maximum plane level, you see you trade Quasimodo successfully. That is why I told you that a complete Quasimodo, let's go back to where we started from. A complete Quasimodo must have all these things. A QMA, you see, that's a complete Quasimodo. A complete setup of this Quasimodo must have all these things. A Quasimodo setup is different from all these things. So a complete QMA, a high, a low, a higher high, MPL, maximum pain level, a lower low, support and resistance flip, fail to return, and fake out. All these things must be complete before you can trade a complete setup on Quasimodo, guys. So we'll stop this class here. Our next class will be watch out for the part 2, support and resistance flip. So guys, subscribe to my YouTube, join my Telegram channel, and also if you have any question on it, feel free to contact me on my Telegram. So have peace in your trading, guys.